Gabriel García Márquez, Nobel Prize winner, author of 100 Years of Solitude, said that every story he ever wrote came from one place. Not a library, not a study, not years of careful research, the long meals of his childhood. And specifically, what happened after the eating was done. Spain has a word for that moment: Sobremesa.
We should do this more often.
Absolutely, every weekend.
Teachers of the oldest living tradition on this earth already had a name for what Garcia Marquez was building his entire world from: Sangha.
The nourishment that no food can give, the kind the soul needs most. Language of teas. One ancient word.
Sobremesa. Say it, sobremesa. Literally, over the table. Sobre, over or above. Mesa, table. The art of lingering after a meal.
That was absolutely perfect.
I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
Not the moment when the bill arrives and the evening begins to close. The best part of the whole evening. The conversation that could not have happened during the eating, because the eating was still the focus. Now the eating is done, the hunger is satisfied, the body is at ease.
We have all the time we need.
Gabriel García Márquez was born in Aracataca, Colombia, in 1927. He grew up in a house full of stories. Not books, stories. The kind that live in people's mouths and only come out at certain times, after meals. In his memoir, Living to Tell the Tale, he wrote about the long tables of his childhood. The food eventually finished, the talking just beginning. Gabriel García Márquez said this particular time, this sobremesa, where everything he ever wrote came from.
Not 100 Years of Solitude?
No,
Not Love in the Time of Cholera?
not those. This was the source. The source that fed all of those was a long table in Aracata after the eating was done.
The stories that only come out when nobody is in a hurry. When the body is fed and the soul finally has room to speak.
The modern world has optimized the meal into near non-existence. The average working lunch in most developed countries is now under 30 minutes.
Average working lunch, eaten alone at a desk in front of a screen. Dinner assembled from a delivery app, eaten in front of a different screen.
The table, if there is one, holds phones more reliably than people. And the sobremesa, the hour that Garcia Marquez called has been almost entirely designed out of daily life. Not deliberately, not with malice. And in its absence goes unfed. Not the body, something the body cannot feed. Now I want to take you somewhere. Not to Colombia, not to a long table in Aracataca or a Spanish plaza at 4 in the afternoon.
To the teaching that existed before any of these had names, the Tirthankaras, placed at the very center of what the soul needs to flourish. They called it Sangha.
This is what it's all about.
Just being together.
Not community as organization, not community as network. Actual warmth flowing between in an actual room.
The Tirthankara teaching held Sangha as one of the 3 foundations of the path toward clarity, not a pleasure, a fundamental need of the soul.
Here is what the Tirthara teaching understood, that no nutrition science has ever been able to explain. The body needs food, the soul needs Sangha. You can eat the finest food in the world and leave the table, fed but not nourished.
And you can eat the simplest food, bread, oil, something simple and warm that has nowhere to go and goes everywhere, and leave the table more alive than when you sat down.
Garcia Marquez knew this. He built his entire literary imagination on the understanding that the stories, the real ones, the ones that last.
The Tirthankaras called that presence Sangha, and they knew it was the condition for everything that matters most.
In Spain and Latin America, meals are long. That the time after the food is the most valuable time of the day. Every story I ever told began right here at this long table.
And the Tirthankaras, the ancient earth, before Spain had a name, before Colombia existed, before Garcia Marquez was born, Sangha,
Nourishment that no food can give, the hunger that only genuine presence satisfies. No road between them, no shared text, no teacher who knew both traditions.
both understood, with total clarity, the same thing. And the meal that serves both is the meal nobody wants to end.
Think of the best dinner you have ever had. Not the food, the people, the evening, the particular quality of the time after when everyone stayed without anyone deciding to stay. Moved through everything and nothing, and the hours passed without anyone tracking them. That was Sobremesa. That was Sangha. When the conversation moved through everything and nothing, and the hours passed without anyone tracking them, that was Sobremesa. That was Sangha.
Garcia Marquez built a Nobel Prize from that table. The Tirthankaras called what was happening at that table the soul's deepest nourishment.
And every human being who has ever not wanted a dinner to end already knows, in their body, in their soul, exactly why.
Garcia Marquez ever wrote, "The most Sangha, the most important things happen between people who are genuinely, completely, unhurriedly present with each other."
And every Tirthankara teaching on Sangha was an explanation of why the long table in Aracataca produced a Nobel Prize winner. One truth.
No road between them.
Set the table tonight. Do not check the phone. Stay. Let the sobremesa happen. Garcia Marquez built a Nobel Prize from that hour. The Tirthankaras called it the soul's deepest nourishment.